Welcome to Speedway Motors Insider. I'm Dave C. Going to give you the inside scoop on some of the products you can find in our catalog and on our website. We're here in the DMI Bulldog Rear Ends booth with Dave Ely. Dave, hey, good to see you again, man.
Good to see you, Dave. Look forward to this every year.
Let's talk about some of the products you got. Let's talk a little about this torsion bar.
Okay. DMI's been manufacturing torsion bars since the beginning, 2001. We have a lot of successful racers all over using them. One of the things that separates our bars from the competition is our processing. We do ours much different. The other companies pretty much all buy in their material actually soft, basically turn them, spline them, send them out, have them heat treated, bring them back in and put a finished grind on them. The downfall that we see with that is a very inconsistent heat treat process. So what we do with our product is we have our material milled and heat treated right away at the factory. So when we get the product in the raw length of material, we have a heat treated bar that we start working with. And then what we're able to do is turn it, cut it, do everything to it in its hard state, and it just makes for a much more consistent bar, we feel. And most of the manufacturers or distributors, I should say, out there that have the equipment to test bars have seen our bars to be probably the most consistent on the market.
Well, let's also talk a little bit about, I know it's hanging up right now, but let's talk about the lightweight DMI torque ball housing.
Well, our torque ball housing, we were the first ones to ever do the steel housing when guys started, especially with the 410 cars, to have some U-joint problems and so forth. For us, especially myself being a racer, safety is one of the first things that always comes into play. And we wanted to come up with something in lieu of a blanket, in lieu of adding additional guards on your car. So we came up with a very close, small diameter steel torque ball housing. It's fabricated out of chrome moly, and we've seen, U-joint failures, and that housing contains them. It's almost in contact right away to start with, so it doesn't allow, if there is an explosion, for a lot of loose material and shrapnel to gain speed and go through it. So it's just been really good. There's some other steel housings on the market, but they just don't have the strength that the DMI one does.
Well, Dave, let's head over to the XR1 Rear Ends. All right, we're back, and we're here over at the XR1 Rear Ends. Dave, give us a little idea about this product.
Well, the XR1 was our first rear that we ever did. It's went through a couple different design changes over the years. We've incorporated the O-ring gear cover, which was the first of its kind in the industry, and we've changed the shifter bracket to only have one bolt in it again, just to make it easy to use. But it's still the only rear that comes standard all the time with a warranty on the center section. Whether you break it, crash it, have a ring and pinion issue that takes the center section out, we stand behind the product, and it's why it's been such a popular choice by a lot of the top guys. This is the rear that's used by Sammy Swindell, Craig Delansky, Greg Hodnett, Lance DeWeese, just to name a few. And they just use them because they're so reliable and they're made in USA components.
Now, Dave, here's the insider part. What are some of the new products that we can expect from DMI?
Well, because of the demand out there right now, everyone really likes the black anodized parts. So we've taken all of our aluminum parts and we have them available in the black anodized. We have a new steel torque tube out that's going to be really popular for 410 sprint cars at high-speed racetracks that eliminates flex. Working on adding to our midget line, we debuted a new set of midget hubs here at the show, and then we also debuted the midget rear end here at the show. So we got a lot of guys going to be thrashing on us already. We got about a week or two here, and I got to get a lot of rears to people for the Chili Bowl. So I'm sure the next week or two is going to be pretty busy.
Dave, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
Folks, you can find all these products in our catalog and on our website. This has been Speedway Motors Insider. You got the inside scoop.